Morning, 3 subscribers. So just today just going to have a look around and show you what we've done with the Motorized and the Enigma kayak, otherwise also known as an ocean kayak, same design. So what we've got is a 100 amp hour battery and a battery box. We've got a kill cord, just using these SAE connectors there so that can pull out and kill the power. We've got just chopped the end off the controller. Oops, it's not coming out very well, but yeah, that just goes in there, slots in nicely. And so it's the original controller. But what we've got is we've got tow rudder control. So if I was to move this, you can see the motor turning at the back, and that's just by moving these. It moves at the back. The tilt, it's pretty straightforward, that just locks up nicely. And what we've got, the arrangement here, we've got some rollers to prevent the steering cable from chafing, and it's doubled up here to reduce the effort needed to raise it. I think what I'll do is I'm going to modify this steering arm arrangement and move it lower down. The closer the pivot point, the better, and it'll also give it a better cable run. And what we've done with the transom, it's 25mm HDPE, I bought off eBay. Some aluminium extrusion that we got from B&Q. It's a little chopping board. I picked up all the original holes, so drilled no holes in the kayak whatsoever. The main fixing point is that 10mm threaded bar, everything's in stainless or aluminium, so no corrosion. I had trouble finding an elbow, and I got one off Amazon in the end. You can, if you're struggling to get 25mm elbow for water, you could always use a electrical conduit and everything. Just nice interference fit. We've got this sheathing, I don't know if you can see it very well, but that works to stop the cables from fraying. Yeah, so that seems to be a brilliant setup. It's 5 forward speeds, so it's a 55-pound Watersnake. In the 5 forward ones, I think it's roughly about 10 amps for each speed. So on level 2, for example, that gives you 5 hours run time. On level 5, it's running at 54 amps. It's roughly an amp per pound of thrust, so that would be 2 hours run time. If you want to run your battery down to 0%, they recommend to leave 20% spare capacity in, so that means that I wouldn't go down lower than 12.9 volts on there before I'm shutting it down. You can have a little bit of a reserve and use it. So that's it. We've got the front, we've got a strap to put the paddle through. These shackles work nicely. What else? Oh yeah, in here we've got a pool bag, keep the beers cold, and that's it really. Oh, the only other thing, we've got a maxi fuse holder. They're what's usually used on lorries, so that's got a 70 amp blade type fuse in there, again available on eBay. I think these are cable gauge, it's about 8 AWG. And the 100 amp hour batteries, I've seen them on eBay really recently for 280. I bought that one for 250 pounds. So that's it really. Put that grab holder back on. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully that will give you a few ideas on how to go on. I really like the Watersnakes because you can remove the propeller if you need to swap it out, but if it hits an underwater obstruction, it's going to flick up anyway, because I took the mechanism out there. yeah, what else can I say? The only thing I would suggest is, if you're going to do this, I would make sure you've got the top of the transom as low as possible. I could have gained an extra 20mm there. It would mean an easier run for your guide cables. The other thing I had to do, and testing it, was just take the corners off of here because they were dragging in the water. But it seems to be the optimum at low. Well, that you can raise that up anymore. Not that you need to, I don't think. But anyway, it seems to work quite nicely. You've got 8mm countersunk bolts there, and I used the router to, can't see that very well I don't think on camera, but I used a router to counterbore where the clamps go on, so it's not, the clamps could come loose and yet the motor won't fall off into the water. It's a nice touch. And that's the other thing, when I took the rod holder off, that I just run the router around that to make it nice, and that holds the controller. So that's it. Hope you've enjoyed that video. Do give me a thumbs up if you found this useful. I'm going to update it. Obviously this is a work in progress, but it works pretty good. Straight out we've done hours and hours on this. So yeah, speak to you next time.